Buffett watches a world that is shifting fast. He sees a change rising from the Middle East. A new move starts waves across global markets. Saudi policy sends a strong message. The dollar feels unusual pressure. Investors begin to sense deep uncertainty. Buffett remains calm as always. He knows fear harms decisions. He knows focus protects wealth. Saudi choices create new questions. People ask if the dollar can hold. People wonder about future value. The world is no longer the same. Buffett warns to avoid panic. He tells investors to stay steady. He reminds everyone to trust facts. He says emotion is the biggest enemy. The Saudi shift is a signal. It is a call to think ahead. It is a push to learn more. Buffett sees long-term patterns. He sees the rise of new power centers. He sees global money flows change. He sees the start of a fresh cycle. The dollar still has strength, but nothing stays the same forever. Buffett highlights the power of patience. He highlights the value of discipline. He highlights the need for smart choices. Investors rush to react fast. Buffett slows the noise. He studies real trends. He studies real supply and demand. He studies the roots of every move. The Saudi action makes headlines, but Buffett looks beyond headlines. He looks at historic behavior. He looks at realistic outcomes. He looks at lasting value. Global markets feel pressure. Oil markets feel new tension. Currency markets feel new waves. Some call it a shock. Buffett calls it a test. He says the world must adapt. He says investors must think clearly. He says strong assets survive storms. Saudi changes push fresh debate. The dollar faces new questions. Global trust gets challenged. Old systems face new rivals. New alliances take shape. Buffett observes without fear. He trusts logic over drama. He trusts research over rumors. He trusts strategy over noise. The future is never certain, but smart action builds strength. Buffett teaches that lesson again. He knows every crisis carries chance. He knows every shift carries openings. He knows every move can be managed. Saudi pressure is real. Dollar risk is real. Market fear is real. But wisdom guides better paths. Buffett calls for stable thinking. He calls for long-term focus. He calls for calm decision-making. That is how strong investors win. That is how wealth survives storms. That is how true strategy works.